Update 22.1 is right around the corner. It actually may have already come out, and we're going to be completely breaking it down today. Okay, so some of the important notes: rework or nerf and buff balancing changes. That's what they're called for a couple of the heroes. We talked about it a little bit in a couple videos ago. But the big news is the random island tournament that's going to be coming out, which genuinely I think is going to be the best event to date. It's a complete, not mirror match, but complete even levels on everything. Okay, that means equipment, that means heroes, that means crit, that means units. Everything's even level. Play until you lose, just like the event a while ago that was out in Rush Royale. We're going to be showing you the gameplay of how it looks, the rules of how it works, because there's a bunch of rules, total breakdown of the new event. I'm really excited if you can't tell. So grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. Welcome back once again. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because we're going to be talking about everything you need to know that's happened in Update 22.1, which I think just went live today. And there's a bunch of stuff. There's a new tournament mode. They balanced a couple of the heroes. And this is going to be the very first look for me and for you, perhaps, on what's actually happened. So let's jump right into it. These are actual sneak peeks of what's happened in the most recent update. So first and foremost, here is Gadget. You can barely hear it. You can just see all the little different things here. Eternal Engine, all these little, the second wind, none of that's changed. Mermaid, okay, we can kind of go through some of this stuff, but they've really nerfed Mermaid. Okay, so now that's 30 seconds. Attack speed increase is 15 seconds. This is a level 10 Mermaid. Critical damage increase is now 2%, and cooldown is 60% there. I went through and talked exactly about what the changes were, but now you'll actually be able to see them in action, and you can compare them on your own if you so choose. Pause if need be to look at exactly what's happening. They've buffed Flicker. Long story short, buffed Flicker, nerfed Mermaid, and adjusted Gadget. The big thing with Gadget was now you can activate Gadget's active ability anytime rather than waiting for the board to fill up with things. So nothing too big right here. Let's look at the rewards for the new random league here, and these are the big changes here. Okay, and I'll go in real quick just to see the rundown of what we are talking about with the new tournament, the new random something. Let's see. I'm just going to do this on the fly while everybody's hanging out. It's going to be great. Let's play this here, and we'll talk about the island of random, right? So here we go. Update is here. Will now be available for all the devices, but for now, okay, so here we go. Okay, so trophy chest. I feel like rewards nowadays have been really, really underwhelming. Is that a weird thing to say? I don't know. Yeah, here is the tournament. Citizens of Random Island. Our game's third anniversary is near, and to celebrate, we are announcing the preparation of the Random League tournament, which sounds really cool. Okay. This event will be available to all players who have reached the leagues and has its own special rules. And there's a bunch of rules. So, I mean, the most important thing is that all participants compete under the exact same conditions. The level of units, heroes, and equipment items for each grade of rarity is the same and doesn't depend on your game progress. Love that. Love that. Finally, we're getting an actual median level, regular level, head-to-head, and it's going to be based on skill much more than anything else. And you can read it. I get all this information from either the official Discord or the Facebook page. I'm on the Facebook page right now. But you can look at the levels, the unit levels, the hero levels, equipment levels. They're all whatever. Critical damage at 2,000, common units, common 15, rares 15, epic 13, legend. I mean, you can go through and look at everything if you so choose, but I feel like the specific levels doesn't really matter. But there's a couple of the rewards. Okay, let's jump through into the actual rules because there's a bunch of them. Okay, so here's the rules. Let's just do a little zoom in here. Let's just Keep on going. Keep on. There we go. Let's do that. Okay. Rule number 2. You have to create 5 decks. When your opponent is determined, they are able to block 2 of your decks at their discretion. You can do the same regarding them. From the remaining decks, you'll need to pick what you will go into battle with. Decks can be adjusted or changed however you want each, whatever you want after each battle. That's pretty cool. I wonder if you can do the same deck like a bunch of times. That'd be pretty funny. Rule number 3. To keep the decks from being completely equal, some of the units will be declared key, so they can only be used in one of the 5 decks created. It's not possible to use the Shaman in 2 decks at the same time. Well, that answers my question. That's absolutely wild. Rule number 4, and if you look at some of these modifiers, you're going to notice they come from all facets of the game. Some are coming from War Day battles, some are faction boosters, some are from co-op mode. They're come from all over the place. But rule number 4. When you kill bosses, merge units, or perform other actions in battle, you will earn combo points. That can be spent on modifiers at the start of each wave. Almost every modifier works only during the current wave, and the choice is the same for both players. So that's pretty cool, and this is how you see the cost. So when you kill bosses and merge units, you get some rewards, and you can use those to pay for some of these modifiers. Wild. You can make your field stronger or the opponent's field weaker by using modifiers. Or you may buy spells from the Merchant Duck, like the Mallard Mug, Merchant Duck, Mallard Mug, Merchant Mallard, I don't know. If you don't fear the risk, it's possible to destroy 2 of your hearts in exchange for increased mana until the end of battle. Wow. Combo points are accumulated and spent separately in each battle. You can't retain them for the next match. Use your tactics and wait for the suitable moment to win. Pretty cool. Rule number 5, out of 6 rules. Okay. Participation in the tournament will last until 5 defeats. You don't need tickets or any other resources to start playing. I love that. Only your desire to win. The number of victories is unlimited. Okay, so that's how one of the events used to be played, right? You could play as many times as you want until you lost. Love that. I'm glad they're bringing that back. That'll be super fun. You get rewards for winning, some of which are available immediately, and some can be picked up only at the end. Dude, they're still going with modifiers. Dude, this is the longest list of modifiers I've ever seen. Petrification, Dark Pact. If you want to pause and read, but I'm not going through all that stuff. Holy smokes. Can be picked at the end of this after 5 blah, blah, blah. The top 100 players by the number of victories will receive memorable badges in their profile. They will be visible to any player. And this is, so now you can kind of see the card levels. This is why I didn't go through it. Visible to every player. If there are several players with the same number of victories, the higher place will be awarded to the one who gets the amount of victories first. Oliver's barking. Oliver, come over here. Come on. Come here, buddy. Stop barking at the door. I know you want to go outside. Who will win? Cunning or power? Experience or bravery? I lost where I was. Maybe you will find your own unique tactics. After all, events like this one have never been seen before in Rush Royale. Love that. And there's your equipment selection. Win the battles of the random league and become the island's champion. P.S. Feel free to ask any questions about the planned event. We publish them, the most useful ones in the FAQ. So pretty cool right there, okay? We're going through a whole bunch of stuff here. We're still seeing how to create the decks, fellas. If you are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video. If you want to help support the channel, best possible way to support the channel, make sure that you're subscribed. Go check out My Games. If you're going to make any in-game purchases, go through My Games. Use code BEACH. Totally free for you guys to use, and you get a 10% discount by using my code for the premium pass. If you're not going to make any in-game purchases, don't worry about it. I'm not going to make them either. And we also have been posting on TikTok, so go check it out. Go hit that follow button if you haven't already. We make highlights and best moments and close calls and all that stuff on that TikTok account. Link is in the description for everything. But let's keep on going. Is this the last little video of the update 22.1? I'm not really sure. Let's just keep chugging along here. You can see, and everything's available, right? So you can use every single unit in the game, whether you have them or not, and it's going to be at the same. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Not sure if this is the very end. We're going to just jump back. Rules, and now the tournament fight. So let's see how long this clip is. It's actually 11 minutes, so let's get comfy. We're going to We're gonna... It's not... There we go. Ooh, and there's sound. For the first time ever. All right, so here's our battles. Let's check this out. I'm actually super interested. This is the first time I've seen this. So this is actually really, really cool. So... You can see he's locked one deck, the Shaman deck. Love that. Some of the key cards are blocked as well, right? You can only use certain amounts of key cards. So he's locking those two decks. Out of my two decks, he's locked a Clock one as well as a Sea Dog one. I love this idea. I hope this tournament is ongoing so you always have the opportunity to play. I think that would be really, really cool. Let's see what deck. And it's actually really fun because... you can see the 3 decks he has an opportunity to play out of the 3 decks that we have an opportunity to play and like kind of gauge which one he probably is going to play, right? So we're going Robot Witch against our Meteor Minotaur. Okay, and like I said, the legendaries are set at level 11. They have the talents. You can select the talents. Commons are at 15. There's only one. Everybody has Mime for common. I mean, these look like realistic decks, too. I feel like whenever we see these clips from the devs... Oh, you know what I just realized? We don't have the slideshow going of our heroes. There they are, pretty girl. They always play, like, these really strange decks. It's always Boreas without talents and Sharpshooter without talents or something like that. Now we have some real, actual decks. So... Robot Guy is using Gift of the Raven, so we're not going to have to worry about Witch. Witch against a Meteor deck doesn't really do a whole lot anyway, so kind of good on our end here, pretending like we are the Meteor player. And I think it said that heroes are set at level 10, right? Let me just scroll up here. Heroes are level 10. Heroes, common level 10, rare level 15, epic level 10. So... We're both using Epic, so they're both set at level 10. I love it. I truly love it. I think that's a really great idea, dude. I think that's a really good idea. All right, let's keep going here. Tribunal is first. We've got Snowflake. That should pretty much take out Tribunal if we so choose, right? My guy that we're going up against is certainly... merging much more. We've done very, very little on my end, but that's what you're kind of supposed to do when you're playing Minotaur Meteor. And goodness me, guys, post down below, what decks are you going to be using? I don't even know what I would use. Best decks in the game? I feel like you have to throw a Monk deck in there. I almost want to not go Cultist or Inquisitor just because I always play them. Yeah, but that's not going to kill... Tribunal. So we actually both took a hit from Tribunal. I feel like that's way more detrimental against the Robot Guy, but hey. I'm going to go a Monk deck. I feel like I'm going to try and make a toxic Sea Dog deck, like Sea Dog. Oh, and here's our opportunity. So how much? So we've gotten 66. So we can do Chaos, Bad Luck, Friends. Super interesting. So we're going Bad Luck, and I wonder if you can choose not to do a modifier to save your points to use them later on in the game. I feel like that could be a really interesting strategy. But yeah, I want to go like Sea Dog, Frost, Summoner. Those were like the main. I almost want to say Clock if Clock was in that deck. I don't really know. But yeah, Robot Witch I feel like would be a good idea. Tesla Clock. Sound like there's gonna be a bunch of cards that you can't utilize all the time. Meteor makes me nervous to play. Demon Hunter, go Demon Hunter with like I don't even know, Demon Hunter like Chemist or something, because it just outputs such a high amount of damage. You can make some really, really fantastic decks. I'm gonna have to do my research before I get in and start doing this, but this looks super fun. Let me know what you guys think of this new event. Are you excited? Does it meet your expectations? Or do you think it's just gonna be another one of those events that people kind of play and you can't really get as far as you would hope, and the rewards are gonna be underwhelming, like they usually are? I feel like there's multiple ways to look at it, right? You can look at it as a cynic, or an optimist, or a realist, and they might all three be different views. Bedlam coming up. He's got, what, a rank 5? 2 rank 5s, actually, as robots. We're getting hit by Bedlam, but Minotaur Meteor doesn't really matter, right? It's okay. Okay. Very, very cool. We've got no meteors on our board right now. One. We have 1 rank 2 meteor. We got another chance. Lionheart. I'd probably just go Lion because it's cheap. Infinite supply of what? So we're going Lionheart. Cool. He went Lionheart. I wonder, does it show what? Yeah, okay, so we also got Lionheart. But it just took him longer to select it. That's super interesting. But I don't think choosing Lion for as our opponent choosing it for us is a good choice. Because we don't really care about the card levels. Cloning spell. Okay, interesting. So did he have a second choice, or is that just a modifier that came with the gameplay? And why do we have so many Minotaurs? See right there, hitting our rank 3 mime, that's definitely going to help us. Right? To where on our opponent's side, him getting hit by lions, if it's a rank 5 or rank 3s or whatever, like that's super bad. But we did get hit by like 4 lions right there, which is obviously not great. I haven't played Meteor Minotaur in a long time, and I've never played either of them at a level 11. So it probably would be way more fun trying them out. It's actually super cool how they can veto certain decks for you to play. Because, you know, you go until you lose, what, 5 times? So I could potentially play almost the same deck every single time if people keep vetoing these ugly decks. Like I could make like 2 super toxic decks that I know people are gonna veto every time, and then I make like my best deck that like outputs the most damage and is my most consistent and I'm best at playing, and people probably won't choose it because it resets every time. It's not like my opponent's gonna know what deck I've been playing this whole time, and it's only 1 game, so that's pretty cool. We still going way more. Is this how you play Minotaur? I don't really watch this deck played all that often. And I feel like I'm way more focused on filling my board with Meteors than I am with Minotaurs. But my guy's doing it the other way around. Summoner changed. Yeah, switch that Summoner. Switch that Summoner, boy. Gonna do a little Meteor here. 23 seconds until Tribunal. Yeah, he's got a rank 4 Summoner. Yep, he's gonna hit that. Yep, good. Well played, sir. I'm glad he knows what he's doing, even though he's one of the developers. Obviously, he should know what he's doing. I feel like Robot just has a cap. I feel like Robot has a cap. And usually they don't even show the end of the games. But if my money's on Meteor. And I feel like it would be better off, maybe not in this matchup, but it would be better off if he was going Toxic Witch rather than Night Statue Witch. But you know what? Our opponent got hit by Tribunal too. And again, way more important that he gets hit by Tribunal. It doesn't really matter so much for us. Now he's got, what, 3 rank 4s? 2 rank 3s? 2 rank 3s now. For robots over there. Not bad. Not great. Oh, okay, so Ice Walk, Blizzard. Ooh. I'd probably go Ice Walk. It's all 60, though. Gang is a legendary. What does it do? Just makes them stronger? That's the thing, is I don't know what each one of the modifiers do right off the top of my head, right? Gang looks like armored monsters, so I'm assuming that's what they are, but I don't really know. Still in the phase of single bosses. Gonna use a Meteor right there. That was a pretty good one. I don't even know what the second Meteor talent would be for me, because yeah, I think you want to go purple, because then you're getting the percent. But what's the second one after that? And Meteor is off. I mean, all of the cards, obviously. But Meteor is super strong at max, rather than just at level 11. You got to think. It's not necessarily the best deck at, you know, 10,000 trophies with max legendaries is not necessarily the best deck here at the middle ground. Level 11 talents being the cap is so much different than the level max talent. So it makes me wonder, like Sharpshooter, you get that stun at level 11. So like I always thought level 11 Sharpshooter is all you really need, which makes me wonder. Oof, that's an ugly looking board. He's going to do a bunch of summoners. It's not a bad idea. Mime. Summoner. Do another summoner. We don't even have the... Oh. I thought we didn't have the mana to do anything. I mean, it looks like we're panicking like a little bit, but at the same time, we've got 20,000 mana. So I think we're in an okay spot. Yeah, just merge out those mimes, dude. You're making me nervous. Oh. How are we spamming witches? I heard the mallard somewhere. Is he emoting? Where are these witches coming from? Oh. Was it the modifier? Is that what it is? Good thing it's Gorgon and Dark Priest. If this was like Bedlam, this robot guy would be in trouble. But Gorgon and Dark Priest, I really don't think it's going to be detrimental to either party here. Like, we just have to merge one meteor and we're in pretty good shape. And I think kind of the same on the far side, although he's got a couple bewitched items here. He's going to take out Gorgon. He's having a little bit of trouble with his Dark Priest, but I think he'll he is going to take a hit. Wow, that modifier is making an absolute game changer right now. Ice Walk, Gang, or Deterioration. I'd go Gang. Make him even beat... Oh, he went Ice Walk. Honestly, not a bad choice, I don't think. Just because he's already having trouble taking things out. And now he's getting zoomed around. The monster's getting zoomed around the board. But now it's gone. It was only there for like 5 seconds. So, oh, and it's back. It's only got to take one more hit. And there is a victory. Copy the deck? Nah, don't copy that deck. Really, really cool. Okay, I think this new event honestly looks like one of the better events that we've seen in recent history. Let me know what you think in the comments, but that's going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out my TikTok. Go check out my games, and I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.